All right, presenting to you Frankie and Forsythia. So these two dolls are very different dolls, and they became very unlikely friends. So here is Frankie's story. When I was depressed in 2021, that's when I started collecting dolls again. And the other way that I became undepressed was if I danced or sang to my favorite artist, Frank Edwards. So that Christmas, I was doing just that, and Frankie she became. And the full name is actually Frankella Joy. We were not sure which Our Generation doll she was because she was a thrift store find. And she came, she was donated along with a redhead, but there was something wrong with the redhead, so we picked out, well, my mom did. It was a total, complete surprise that she picked out Frankie for me that year, and that meant a lot to me. She has brown eyes and brown hair, like dark brown hair, kind of down to her bum. And this dress is one that my mom made originally for my Gabriella McBride doll, but the other day I put Frankie in it and decided she just worked for this dress. So to those of you who are visually impaired, she has blue, it's like a dusty blue. She has like silky on the top, and there's a flower at her drop waist, and the bottom of the dress from the drop waist down to the floor has a lace overlay, and there's ribbon around the waist. The sleeves are flowy. There's ribbon on the cuff of the sleeve. I did not modify her in any way, shape, or form. No rewig, no ears pierced, none of that. So she's in her original form. There's lace around the neck of this dress as well. And she's been very lonely because poor thing was dwarfed by Lakia and Britannia when they came along, and when we moved to this house, it was never the same for her. And then she went on a trip with me after my grandma passed away. That was the trip that my grandma passed away, so she's not been the same since. So enter Forsythia here. Oh my gosh, you guys. This one, you don't want to know how much money I spent on her because she is one of the most rare American Girl dolls you can come across at this time. It is the My American Girl or Just Like You, Truly Me #4, the Asian one. Yes, you guys heard that right, and you are seeing what you are seeing. This is a genuine Truly Me #4. She has black hair that is not as long as Frankie's, but it is definitely long. Her hair has bangs. She has brown eyes. This is the original drop waist dress that I got when I was 16 years old for my Kirsten lookalike with cut hair. That was also a hand-me-down. She doesn't have as flowy of sleeves. She doesn't also have the ribbon. The silk part here on the top of the dress is actually a light pink. Lace is around the neck, but she's got a slightly lower neckline than Frankie does. She also has a paisley pink bottom of the dress with the overlay. She does not have ribbon around the waist. No embellishments here. I've not made a necklace for this dress or this one because they both already have the lace. So the way she got her name, Forsythia, is because when I got her, I made sure that I got her in her original outfit. The only thing she was minus was shoes. And the vest she was wearing is like a bright yellow. So I was just like in the doctor's office trying to figure out what I was going to tell the nurse her name was, because I had just gotten her 2 days before that doctor's appointment. And I was just like, this nurse was, you know, this nurse is awesome. She's looking out for my dollies, because, you know, the first time I had seen her, and I was in a pretty depressed state, I brought a dolly with me. And the next time I saw her, she was like, "Where's your dolly?" And I was like, "Oops, I left her in the van." She's like, "Oh, you better apologize to her later." So it was great. I was just like, okay, I just got this one. I'll put her in my carrier and show her to Nurse Nicole. So I did, and her name was Forsythia, and even my doctor absolutely loved that name because she loves the Forsythia bush. So it was definitely love at first sight for all of us. And she's really taken to Frankie. She won't leave her side. She's definitely, she has, and it's probably because, you know, maybe because the first person she saw was a doctor, but, you know, she was actually, I gave her this compassionate personality. She just takes on other dolls that are lonely and having issues, even if they're not her doll type. So yeah, so that is their story, and that's how they became friends. And this dress, did I say that I owned this since I was 16 years old? I'm pretty sure I did, but but yeah, as you can tell, these dresses are extremely precious to me. Actually, if you saw December and Inglette in the last video, they were actually wearing these at some point, but because these dolls are bigger, a little bit more in size, I don't want to call them fatter, but like, because these dolls are fatter, they actually fill out these dresses a little better. So like, because Inglette and December are pretty skinny, because they are newer dolls. So yeah, that is their story, and I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.